Anyway, let's talk about that. This will be up on Friday, so Thursday. There was a new Transformers trailer for Rise of the Beasts. And let me tell you.
Very spent after watching it.
I'm soaked. And let me tell you.
Gusher.
I was excited about it when you told me that Ron Perlman was going to be a robot gorilla named Optimus Primal.
Yeah. I mean,
his voice is so good.
Take my money soon as you
Peter
can.
Cullen is like 81 years old, and that motherfucker's still doing Optimus Prime. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Take my money twice, right?
Unicron.
But then the third thing comes.
Unicron.
And I can't give you my money fast enough.
You're like, what? He watched the trailer before we recorded, and he's like, what the fuck? Because I already seen it. Because I texted him, like, it looks fucking awesome.
saw the 86 movie in the theater. My mom took me, okay? And when Spike says shit... It was the most embarrassing thing in my life up to that point. I was like, oh, my God, I'm watching this movie in the theater with my mom. You have to swear.
Did you look at your mom and go, you got the touch? You got the power?
God, that's
such a good
I
song.
almost wanted to be like, I'm sorry, Mom. Like,
seriously,
I'm sorry there was a swear in that
unironically,
movie. It's supposed to be no swearing.
Unironically,
and it's a dark fucking movie, dude.
Unironically, doesn't Optimus die in that movie?
A lot of people die. Like almost all the original, and then they show the Decepticons like killing off all the wounded, like just dropping them off the plane so they can make it home. Like, it's fucking dark, dude.
Unironically, that song slaps. Okay.
That whole soundtrack slaps.
Amazing
dog.
soundtrack. Amazing.
NRG.
That's how I know you're friends, because you call me dog.
When I see what I want.
If I don't know you, you can't say dog to me unless I know you.
Hunger by I can't remember all the
Anyway,
bands.
no, this trailer.
The whole
the
metal Transformers theme version.
Here's the thing.
By Lion.
This is what's kind of smart about what Paramount is doing. Because they're kind of having their cake and eating it too. Because they put themselves in a situation where they don't have to acknowledge those Michael Bay movies. But we have the precedence of those Michael Bay movies saying that Transformers have been on Earth this whole time.
Sure.
So they can play with it. But this is building off the foundation of Bumblebee, because Bumblebee was in the 80s. This is 94. That's what we get from this trailer. The Bumblebee that we saw in the movie in Bumblebee is back. And it looks like they're doing what they did with Bumblebee, and they're doing like more Gen 1 looking robots. Because didn't Optimus look like Gen 1 Optimus?
Dude, the RC looked really cool.
All of it looked awesome. But again, this is where they could still technically use this and still have it attached to the Michael Bay movies. I personally think what they're trying to do is just steer it in a different direction. And
I like the idea that I can start with Bumblebee and
you could
move on to this next one and be fine. And just because I saw the original Star Wars. I saw the original Transformers in the theater, the first Michael Bay one, and then my brother got me a limited edition. I think you have it too. I think you have a copy of it, but it's a limited edition and it's a transforming DVD box.
I do not have that.
Oh,
I wish I did.
It transforms into Optimus Prime, and it's in this clear case, clear plastic case.
The first movie's not good.
No,
but it's the most watchable of the
of
the Michael Bay
here
ones.
Exactly. But then I was like, and then it kept going and like after
dude. I saw the.
I was getting headaches when they would transform in that first movie. I was getting headaches trying to follow
I saw the second movie.
Like, enough with the.
I saw the second movie as a midnight showing.
Wow.
Did not know.
Oh.
High school Jake, when he bought that ticket, did not know that movie was 2.5 hours. And I remember leaving the theater at like almost 3 a.m. being like, what the fuck was that? And I loved it when I saw it in high school. Oh. And then as I got older and I watched it the second time, I'm like, oh. There was so... Yeah, anyway. But... we're forgetting about Michael Bay. We're moving in a different direction. We're looking at
goodbye, Michael Bay.
We need to watch. I'm pretty sure it's on Paramount Plus. We should watch, and it might be other places. We should watch Bumblebee because Bumblebee is good.
I'm gonna watch that. I got a lot on my plate.
If you like Haley Steinfeld, John Cena's a pretty good
I
villain.
want to watch Bumblebee. I want to watch Cocaine Bear. There's a lot of
John Cena makes a joke in that Bumblebee
Mrs.
movie.
Davis,
that I've been making for years. He goes, how can we trust them? Their name is Decepticon is in their name. And I think John Cena ad-libbed that. Like that wasn't it. Because again, it's a great point, John Cena. Why would you trust anybody named Decepticon? Decept.
Anyway.
Right there.
Anyway.
Ron Perlman sounds badass. I think the action looks dope. And it's almost like, okay, I'm glad that Paramount is listening what they did with Bumblebee and what they're doing with this movie.
Yeah.
Make these fucking things bright. Make them bright and vibrant so we can see what's going on.
And enough with the, hey, you know, so if we were to build an actual Transformer that worked in real life, how would that look? Enough. Give me blocky fucking legs turning into wheels somehow. I don't give a shit.
They make them bright.
I don't care. You know what? Nobody watching the cartoon in the 80s, which, by the way, in 1985 was the best year of my life. Why? Not really.
Nintendo.
Not really the best year of my life, but every day I got off school, I got home just in time for Transformers and G.I. Joe on the TV, man. And we're talking, this is the original run, man. So it was awesome.
Well, you know,
but nobody watched that nobody watched that cartoon going, that's not realistic how Optimus Prime turned into that truck. But Michael fucking Bay.
Well, I mean, Tyler, come on.
These
are alien beings from a planet called Cybertron.
They're wizards.
That just come to Earth and find cars and be like, that's a good idea. These are big, massive things. That'll be the disguise.
You know the
for
best
us.
Transformers adaptation ever? The fucking Marvel comic.
The IDW books are good too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Fucking whatever.
Disrespectful.
Did they have a talking ship called the Ark in IDW?
Also, you know what's funny? Around this same time last year, we did a segment talking about how I was becoming a Transformers fan, and then sure enough, we get this Transformers
Son of
drop.
a bitch.
It's like serendipitous.
Sorry, Vikings are coming up.
I don't care about the
I
Vikings.
fucking care.
Who'd the Bucks pick? Anyway, nobody cares. Talking about nobody cares about your mental health. Nobody cares about your draft.
See? This is my mental health.
You want to be heard? I hear it. It sucks. All right. Along with...
I heard you. Good news? I heard you. Bad news? Didn't fucking care.
I don't like what I heard.
Could have done without it.
So, yeah, and one more thing to talk about with Transformers. Also, after the trailer gets dropped, we get more information from Paramount. They're going to have an animated Transformers movie. This is their first... I think the first, big... animated movie since the one that came out in 86.
Probably.
It's called Transformers 1, and this is going to be earlier. So this is going to be talking about how Optimus Prime and Megatron went from being buddies to enemies.
Oh.
So I'm like, are we going to do fucking Fall of Cybertron? Is that what we're going to be doing?
Oh, dude.
Are we doing that? Are we doing
We're
that?
already doing Unicron, so just, you know.
Netflix had a Fall of Cybertron show, but I didn't watch that. So anyway, they announced the cast as well. This is what a little bums me out. Because I'm like, why not just... He's doing the movie. Why not... He was doing Rise of the Beast. Why isn't Peter Cullen doing the cartoon?
What's the problem?
Well, they're having Chris Hemsworth be Optimus Prime.
It's fine.
It's just...
You're going to have somebody else at some point.
Unless... If they... I guess...
And it's a younger Optimus, right?
If they lean into him being a younger Optimus, that's fine.
Yeah,
so
shut up.
We're going to have Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime. We're going to have Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron.
Cool.
He was in Eternals. Remember?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Bullet Train. He's in that too.
I haven't. I want to.
Scarlett.
I've seen him in something else. He was in shit.
He's been in a bunch of stuff lately. Scarlett Johansson will be Alita. Keegan-Michael Key will be Bumblebee.
Cool.
John Hamm will be Sentinel Prime. Holy fuck, that gets me excited. I love Sentinel Prime.
Feel these nipples.
Hey, I don't know how you can top Leonard Nimoy. Say what you will about that third Transformers movie. It's not a good movie, but goddamn does Leonard Nimoy's voice just give a presence to Sentinel Prime.
See, that's why the 80s movie was great, because Leonard Nimoy was the voice of Galvatron.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Frank Welker was Starscream.
Such bad comedy.
You know who my...
Galvatron.
This is how much of a nerd I am with audio and radio and stuff. Soundwave is probably my favorite because he's a fucking boombox.
Orson Welles was a Unicron.
Orson Welles was Unicron.
Judd Nelson was Hot Rod.
You know what? I should sit down and watch that original.
You should. Have you never seen it?
I've never actually watched it.
It's really, really good.
The animation probably doesn't hold up, but you know.
It actually, I've seen it recently and it does. I actually bought G.I. Joe, the animated movie that they made in the 80s with the Cobra La and shit.
One last note
on
these. Guess who? I just want you to take a wild guess What? Who'd they take?
No, the Chargers took Quentin Johnston.
Anyway, Sentinel Prime, John Hamm, Lawrence Fishburne will be Alpha Trion.
Nice.
Dude, Lawrence fucking Fishburne.
See, here's what's really cool about toys, and I know it's
Dude, I can't wait for these Transformers toys.
Well, I know the bubble is about to burst any minute, but with all these reaction figures and stuff, because there's too many of them.
Reaction figure. Now you need to coin that term. That's a good name.
Kenner already did. They make
reaction.
Them. Yes, they
like a like whoa. That's a reaction.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like they put out all these toys.
I don't, but I'm
at like Jay's.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're regular cards.
Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
No, but they have like GI Joe stuff. They have Halloween. They have like all these movies. They have Eddie Iron Maiden, all the different album covers.
Yeah.
They just basically any toy that you can think of. Like they have one. They have Evil Dead, Army of Darkness figures and shit. But one of the things that they have now is their action figures of the Transformers. They don't transform or anything. They're just action figures how they would look in robot form, and they're from the Gen 1 cartoon. And they're really cool because you're like, I know they don't transform, but I kind of don't care. I mean, they look cool. You know what I mean? The problem is they're like $20.
My nephew has them, which look, I'll be that guy. I am glad I have a boy, because I'm going to buy him so many cool toys that I want to play with. I'm going to be like, no, I'm buying it for the kid. I'm going to be over. Once he starts getting into Duplo and Legos, I'll be over here a lot more. My nephew, he has like Transformers toys. Okay. And I hated those fucking toys because sometimes I couldn't quite figure out where I was supposed to. Most of them are pretty obvious, right? But some of them, I don't know quite exactly how to do it. And then I'm too afraid that I'm going to bend it too far and fucking snap the thing, and I'm going to break the kid's heart. See, that's the problem, is that the original Transformers were all made of metal, dude. My buddy, but as I remember distinctly that they would have like levels. Like they would say on the box, advanced or not. Like the basic ones you got on the cards, the ones that were basically like Bumblebee and stuff, it was the smaller cars, or like the tapes, like Ravage and Frenzy and those guys. Those were easy. You basically bent this and then you pulled those down, and then those are his legs, those are his arms. That's it. Easy. Those were like very easy. But then like Galvatron, when I bought his toy, that was an advanced one, because you had to have you had to remove parts and put them in different places, and like you had to. Dude, because it's a cannon, but you turn him into a dude, and it doesn't even look like a dude. I want to wrap up this conversation. Let's do it. Yeah. Well, I want to wrap this up by saying, have you seen the fucking way too expensive Optimus Prime that is like, you can connect to him like through your phone, and like you press a button, he'll be in as a semi. You press a button, and it'll literally go, and he'll transform himself and stand up and like do stuff, and like it's awesome. No, but I want it. I did buy I can't afford it, but I want it. The Optimus Prime Lego was fucking cool as shit. All right, Tyler. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.